මට අද කතා කරලා හුඟක් දෙනෙක් හිතනවා අර ඔබට මතක ඇති අරගල භූමියේදී ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇති වුණාම අර බ්‍රිතාන්‍ය ජාතික අර ඒ කාන්තාව ඔබට කේලි කතා කරලා කිව්වා ඔබට ඇය ලෝකෙට කතා කරලා කිව්වා ලංකාවේ පාවිච්චි කරන මොනවද ටියර් ගෑස් ගැන. එයා කිව්වා මේ ඔක්කොම එක්ස්පයර් වෙච්චා. මේ ඔක්කොම රසායනික ද්‍රව්‍ය. මේක ඇවිල්ලා භයානකයි. ඔබ දැක්ක එක්කෙනෙක් මිය ගියා කඳුළු ගෑස් ගාලා. එයා මේක ලෝකෙට කතා කළා. On behalf of the entire Sri Lankan community, she addressed the world community and she said, this is what is happening here is not acceptable at all. What the tear gas used by the security forces, they are not meant for, I mean outdated and expired. Therefore, the use of this tear gas is a very serious violation of the law. And for that, and she has been condemned by the government of Sri Lanka, and the government said that her pages contain some negative content and she lost the pleasure of the Sri Lankan government because she has brought the government into disrepute. That is the case against her. Yesterday, the immigration and the CID, they have raided many places looking for her. Why they are so concerned? If there is a violation of law, they can deal with it appropriately. They need to go behind her. After she made that disclosure, her house was raided by immigration and her passport was seized by them. Right? And then she was issued with the deportation order by Ranil Wickremesinghe's government. But the Ranil Wickremesinghe said, I have nothing to do with that. I have no interest whatsoever. But he is the person who invited tourists to come from abroad. And he said, you can join Naragalaya and with this protest and you can ask the President to go home and Prime Minister to go home. But if you trust this individual, Ranil Wickremesinghe, who had been who is in politics for 45 years, you must have, if you have a little bit of common sense, you must understand he is a man with he's not a normal character. No normal person will, engage in and hang on to politics and destroy his motherland for 45 years. You must address this issue. This is a very serious issue. He is an abnormal character. If he's a normal man, he should have left the politics a long time ago. Something wrong somewhere with him. I don't want to say anything further, but there's a very serious violation of law. Now they're looking for this girl. Now they can't find her. Now there was a matter pending in the Court of Appeal. Now it will be taken up in the Supreme Court because she is entitled to be here because she has residence visa. Her residence visa valid for I think 4th, 7th of April next year. How come the government of Sri Lanka tried to arrest her and send her out of the country? She has visa till 8th of March 2023. So what the government of Sri Lanka is doing is not acceptable at all. It is absolutely unlawful. This is pure abuse of power by Ranil Wickremesinghe to get rid of her. But her MP is very concerned, from a Scottish MP, and he has spoken to me. He wanted me to have something in her document to be filed in the Supreme Court. But I must tell you this much. Please do understand this. When Britishers were here, that time the country was ruled by a governor, all-powerful governor. We had a man called Turnbull. That time there was a man, one planter, his name was Bracegirdle, Mark Anthony Bracegirdle. He helped N.M. Perra and Colina de Silva to uplift the living condition of the state workers. For that, governor got damn angry. She was reported to him, so he issued the deportation order. That time there was no UN organization, right, and no UDHR, nothing. But the governor's order was thrown out by the Chief Justice Sidney Abraham, and the deportation order used against Bracegirdle was cancelled. And he wanted to put him in a vessel, about to depart to Australia. But the Supreme Court Chief Justice intervened and stopped it. Now compare that incident with this girl's incident today. Now we are in the 2022. Now we have all international bodies to protect the human rights, United Nations Organization, United Nations Human Rights Council, then the European Union of Human Rights, then the UDHR, then civil and political rights cabinets. There are so many instruments to protect the human rights. Why? Why the government of Sri Lanka behave in this manner? Why Ranil Wickremesinghe wanted to, right, find her and put her on board and send her out of the country? It will not work, Ranil. You are bound to fail. Because she is entitled to remain in this country till 3rd of April next year. Whatever your desire will not work. You cannot intervene and influence the CID and the immigration officers to get her out of the country. Let's wait and see how it's going to work. I want to bring it to the notice of all of you. මට මේ රටේ ඉන්න සෑම පොරවැසියෙකුට මේක දැනුම් දෙන්න ඕන. මේ රටේ නීතියේ ආධිපත්‍ය, rule of law කියන එක අද බිඳ වැටලා ඉවරයි. rule of law කියන්නේ පොල් ගෙඩිය, දෙල් ගෙඩිය, කොස් ගෙඩිය කඩන මිට යන බැංකුව කඩපු රනිල්ටත් එකම විදියට නීතිය යොදන එක. මේ රටේ නෑ ඒක. ඒක කරුණාකරලා තේරුම් ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මම කියනවා මේක රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහට ඔබ මොනතරම් උත්සාහ කළත් ඇයගේ වීසා වළංගු කාලයට ඇයට ඉන්න පුළුවන්. ඔබට උවමනා විදියට ලංකාවේ ආගමන විගමන දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව හෝ පොලිස් දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව හෝ පොලිසියේම අංගයක් වන ක්‍රිමිනල් ඉන්වෙස්ටිගේෂන් ඩිවිෂන් සමහර මිනිසුන්ගේ මේ අපරාධ පරීක්ෂණ දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව කියන්නේ වෙනම දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවක් කියලා. එහෙම එකක් නෙමෙයි. ඒක පොලිස් දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේ ඒක අංශයක්. ඒක කරුණාකරලා තේරුම් ගන්න. අපි බලමු රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ කොයි විදියටද මේක කරන්න කියලා. මම ඔබට දැනුම් දෙනවා. ඇය ඉන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ. හරි? ඇය ඉන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ. හරි? Kayleigh Fraser රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහට ඕන විදියට ඇයව නටවන්න ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන එක මම කියන්න කැමතියි. අපි නැවත හමු වෙමු හෙට. බොහොම ස්තුතියි ඔබට.